Guys, it's Reese from the Reese Corner channel and welcome back to another episode of FNAF Merch Drop. Today's episode is going to be a little bit interesting because instead of looking at a traditional piece of FNAF merchandise, we're going to be looking at a bunch of, I don't know if you can call these official merch, because, well, technically they're not really official merch, but you can still, get these, you can still buy them. They're not done by, an official FNAF artist, but the art is, still really good. We're basically looking at a bunch of prints from Streamy. If you don't know what Streamy is, basically it's kind of like a podcast type thing. I don't know much, but basically it's kind of like a podcast type thing where, you know, a bunch of voice actors and YouTubers and stuff get together. And obviously FNAF has done it before. Where they get a bunch of FNAF YouTubers like Dorco and FNAF voice actors. So as you're going to see, a lot of these prints are going to be based on Security Breach, and that's because a lot of these streamy podcast things feature the Security Breach cast. And because of that, a lot of these prints are based on Security Breach. And something really cool about these prints, the artwork itself, why I said it wasn't done by an official FNAF artist, it is done by an artist I really do like. That artist is someone called Snarls, and if you know them, they're the ones who've done a bunch of artwork for example, Dorco. They've done a lot of artwork for Dorco. Another creator that I really like, Coda, who's a 3D animator. And, well, they've just done a bunch of really cool artwork. In my opinion, they're, some of the best when it comes to, making, FNAF art that isn't, official. So they've been commissioned to make these prints for Streamy. And because of that, we're going to be looking at these. So, again, these aren't technically official, FNAF merch, but you can still get these. And, again, they're not made by an official FNAF artist. But, again, I think they still, owe some, I think they owe a place on FNAF merch drop. So yeah, let's get right into it. So first print we got here is this one, where we got Vanny right here, and she's kind of sitting on a pile of broken down, disheveled Glamrock animatronics. So you can see right here, you can see Monty right here, you can see Roxanne, she's holding Freddy's head. You can actually see some of their limbs as well. This is Freddy's torso right here. You can see Freddy's hands. This is one of Monty's legs. You got Roxanne's torso and arm right here. There's also a bunch of the disheveled Staffbot heads as well. Also, you can actually see right here, I just noticed this, Chica's head is just floating there via wires in the back. And again, this is the type of stuff that looks great. And Snartles is an artist that I really enjoy her work. And along with several other FNAF fans, I think would love to see her become actually get commissioned to be an official FNAF artist, because something like this would be amazing to see, let's say one of the graphic novels. It would be so cool if they, for maybe an anniversary for the Silver Eyes, they do a second graphic novel, but with artwork by Snartles. That would be awesome. And again, there is so much detail put into this. All the characters look basically game accurate. There's so much detail on it. You could just see, you can see all the stitching and all the textures on Vanny's outfit. It looks so cool. It actually gives the illusion that it's actually made out of felt, and it was handmade by Vanessa. It's so good. And yeah, all the animatronics look dope. And overall, this is really cool stuff. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. This one is pretty cool. We got Glamrock Chica and Vanessa. This is a pairing you don't really see that often. But you know what? It's a pairing I actually really enjoy. Because, in the games, Glamrock Freddy, he's, associated with Gregory. In Ruin, obviously, Roxanne was associated with Cassie. So the only two other characters that don't really have, a human associated with them are Monty and Chica. I guess you could say Monty kind of has his association with Glamrock Bonnie because, there's that whole backstory about his, connection to Glamrock Bonnie, and then how that also connects to Glamrock Freddy. So technically you could say that Monty has Bonnie as, his, I guess, partner. But Glamrock Chica, so if that's the case, then Glamrock Chica doesn't really have one. And you know what? Her being, connected to Vanessa is actually, a really cool pairing. I really hope in, future, official FNAF media that they can make this like a semi-official pairing. Like I think Glamrock Chica and Vanessa look great when they're paired up like this, and this is our first glimpse at a human character, like an actual human character. Because obviously, the last one had Vanny, but she was in her suit, so... And I just love, like, I think Snartles' art style does wonders for, like, the human characters. Like, I know a lot of people had issues with Vanessa's, like, final game design. I never really had issues with her. I thought she looked fine in terms of being, like, a human model, but I know a lot of people didn't really like... I think it was just her face. A lot of people didn't really like her face too much because, I don't know, something about her eyes looking very buggy. Like, she had really bugged out eyes. And just overall, some people just weren't a big fan of her final design that they went with in Security Breach. But I think, again, like, Snartles' like art style does wonders. Like this, like, she looks really good on this artwork. And again, Glamrock Chica too looks really great. I also like that they're in the like the hallway, like the colourful hallway from the Security Breach intro. So yeah, just overall, this is a really cool piece of art. So yeah. Anyways, move on to the next piece of artwork. This one's kind of cool. As well as streamy prints being based on official FNAF characters. There's also some based on some FNAF YouTubers and content creators. So this one is based on Deregular Source, who, if you don't know who he is, because I haven't mentioned him on my... Actually, no, I think I have mentioned him on my channel in my FNAF mascots video where I talked about a bunch of FNAF mascot costumes. And that's not the video I did on the Good Stuff characters. That's my first video I did on mascots, which, if you haven't seen, make sure to check that out on the FNAF merch shop playlist on the channel. This dude is, like, insanely talented, and he makes, like, no joke, some of the best, like, FNAF, like, cosplays and, like, outfits and, like, props. Like, if you're asking me, like, the FNAF movie and Deregular Source have, like, the best when it comes to IOL FNAF stuff. And he was actually hired by Steel Wall to actually work on, like, the work with them, and which was really cool. And he actually worked with them with the PAX West booth, which happened not too long ago, which was also great. So this little print right here is based on, like, his YouTube avatar and mascot. And I think he looks really cool. There's obviously a lot of detail on his character, because I think normally his character's got, like, a more simplified look. But, like, this looks really cool. And I like he's got a bunch of gadgets coming out of his back, or, like, attached to his back. He's got, like, what looks like the Phaser Blaster gun. He's got this little jigsaw type device and, like, another looking laser. He's also got this, like, cool lightning coming out of his hands. It looks really cool, and I like that the background. I don't know, I'm pretty sure this is probably, like, one of the offices you go into in Security Breach. This gives me, like, feels of, like, for those who remember it, securitybreachtv.com, which was the website that Steel was using before Security Breach, the main game, came out to advertise some of the characters that were going to be in the game, like DJ Music Man, the Blob, Vanny, the daycare attendant, and, like, the Shattereds and stuff. So it's really cool. And again, like, I really like this. Like, he looks great. So yeah, another, like, awesome piece of artwork right here. Just looks super dope. And keeping with the YouTuber theme, we got another print. Instead of being based on Deregular Source, we have Dorco right here. So Lewis Dawkins, aka Dorco. He had a print himself made. And again, like, this looks really cool. We got 3 of Dorco's probably most well-known YouTube mascots, because Dorco has a bunch of mascots for his channel, and here's 3 of them. We got Glamrock Dorco, which, well, is Dorco if he was a Glamrock character, or in the style of a Glamrock character. We got Dork Trap, probably his most famous mascot, which is, well, if it's just him fused with Glitch Trap. And then Night Guard Dorco, which is, well, Dorco if he was a Freddy Fazbear's Night Guard. And again, like, this artwork is, like, super good dope. Like, all 3 of them are, like, super well detailed. There's, like, a lot of, like, you can tell, like, Snartles puts a lot of, like, time and effort into her artwork. Like, it looks so good. Like, the expressions on all 3 of them look great. And yeah, just overall, this is really cool. I also like how Glamrock Dorco's got, like, these music notes, because he's, like, a singer. So yeah, just overall, just super cool stuff. Like, again, like, super high quality stuff. So yeah, move on to the second to final one. This one is like legit awesome. This one right here, which is this was done for, I think Snartles drew this for the 8-year anniversary. Yeah, she drew this last year for the 8-year anniversary for Five Nights at Freddy's. And like, this is really cool. We got like every single iteration of Freddy up to Security Breach. Which, and I should clarify that this is every Freddy up to Security Breach, the main game. So yeah, don't expect to see like shattered, like ruined Freddy on here, like ruined Glamrock Freddy, because you know this was done before Ruin like came out. So yeah, like you got like again like every Freddy. You got FNAF 1 Freddy, you got Rivered Freddy, Nightmare Freddy, Twisted Freddy, Ned Bear. You got Rockstar Freddy, you got Molten Freddy, you got Adventure Freddy from FNAF World, you got Phantom Freddy, you got Helpy, you got Glamrock Freddy, you got Yendo, you got Dreadbear, and just so many other cool Freddy and Freddy-esque characters here. It's great, and they're all like coming out of like FNAF 1 Freddy's mouth. Like, this is just such a cool visual right here. Like, this is the reason, like, artwork like this and the artwork we've already seen previously is why everyone, including myself, wants to one day see Snartles hired to be like an official FNAF artist, because like this is the type of quality she does on the regular. So like, yeah, make sure to check her out. So yeah, just good stuff all around. So yeah, anyways, move on to the final piece of artwork for this video. Taking a step back from the Security Breach theme and going into FNAF 4, we got a Nightmare Freddy print. So we got Nightmare Freddy and his Freddles in the, I assume this is the bedroom in the FNAF 4, the FNAF 4 bedroom. And you know what? This is really cool. Again, like, it's really cool to see characters that don't really get into, like, Nightmare Freddy himself doesn't really have that much merchandise, I feel. So you don't really get to see any, like, cool, like, artwork of him. Also, you get a lot of cool fan art of him and stuff. But in terms of, like, actual, like, official artwork, especially artwork like this, I don't think you really get them, because I feel like Nightmare Freddy as a character doesn't really get done well, or just I just don't feel like there's that much Nightmare Freddy merch. So because of that, you don't really get like artwork like this. And again, like, this is super cool. Like, he just looks great. So yeah, overall, just amazing artwork. Check out Snartles, she's great. And yeah, that's about it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out the playlist for more. And yeah, see ya.